Welcome to this explainer. Let me ask you a question right out of the gate. Have you ever experienced the absolute ultimate frustration of doing everything right with your website, only to see your organic traffic completely stall out? You are pouring your heart into your digital presence, but the needle just won't move. Honestly, it's enough to make you want to throw your computer straight out the window, right? Well, you're definitely not alone. Today we're going to look at the invisible engine that's actually powering your search rankings. We are demystifying technical SEO, drawing directly from the methodology and insights outlined by Coin Ideology.
Okay, let's dive into this clear, structured roadmap so we can demystify this highly technical topic together. First, we'll cover the hidden traffic gap, then defining technical SEO, looking under the hood, symptoms of technical issues, and we'll wrap up with the Coin Ideology approach.
Section 1. The hidden traffic gap.
So why is your organic traffic stuck? Just imagine this scenario for a second. You're publishing really solid content, you're building links the right way, your site looks completely clean on mobile, and it easily passes most standard speed checks. By all traditional metrics, you're playing by the rules, and yet, your organic traffic is flatlining. It can be incredibly demotivating, especially when you're super focused on growing your digital footprint. You hit this invisible wall, and standard content strategies just aren't getting you over it.
Well, here's the crucial point. To quote the source directly, that gap usually isn't a content problem, it's a technical one. This is our hidden culprit. The issue is usually hiding right there in the parts of a website that human visitors never even see, but that search engines like Google crawl constantly. We're talking about dozens of smaller signals under the surface, like your site structure, indexing, internal linking, and page speed, that quietly cap how well even your absolute best content can rank.
Section 2. Defining technical SEO.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core difference. Think of general SEO, your content and your keywords, as a beautiful glossy paint job on a sports car. It's what everyone sees, it's what they interact with. But technical SEO, that is the underlying infrastructure. It's the engine, the transmission, the chassis. Technical SEO focuses on site speed, crawlability, indexing, structured data, and overall architecture. Basically, it determines whether search engines can even find, understand, and rank your content in the very first place. If that engine is a broken lawnmower motor, it really doesn't matter how nice the paint is, right? The car simply isn't going anywhere.
Section 3. Looking under the hood.
So we're going to open up the hood and look at the specific mechanical components of a technical overhaul. When specialists do a deep dive, they run through a pretty comprehensive checklist. First up, site speed optimization. This is huge because page speed is a direct ranking factor and a major driver of your bounce rate. It involves fixing things like CSS, JavaScript, and optimizing HTML to bring those load times way down. Then there's the backlink audit, which cleans up any toxic links holding your rankings back. You've also got cross-device testing to ensure it actually works across all screen sizes. Search index management to optimize your crawl budget so Google finds the good stuff faster. And finally, a deep content audit to consolidate or redirect pages that are quietly dragging you down.
Let's break down some of the jargon here, starting with site structure and internal linking. Poor site architecture makes it incredibly hard for both users and search engines to find your best work. The fix is implementing what's often called a silo structure. Essentially, this means restructuring your site into a highly logical hierarchy. Think of proper architecture like a series of perfectly connected pipes. When it's structured correctly, your internal linking acts just like those pipes, directing all that valuable ranking power and authority so it flows seamlessly right to the most important pages on your site.
Now, here's another fascinating issue hiding under the hood: keyword cannibalization. This is such a common trap. It happens when two pages on your own site compete for the exact same keyword. Instead of helping you dominate the search results, it's more like they're actively fighting each other, often ending up hurting both of their rankings in the process. The technical fix here involves identifying these specific conflicts and consolidating them. The ultimate goal is to make sure that every single page on your website has one clear, distinct job to do.
To uncover all of these deep-rooted issues, specialists don't just guess. They rely on some heavy-hitting, industry-standard software. Tools like Ahrefs, Moz, SEMrush, Screaming Frog, and of course Google Search Console. But here's what's absolutely vital. The tools alone just aren't enough. These sophisticated platforms have to be combined with a manual, human review from experienced specialists to find exactly what is limiting a site's rankings. It requires a much deeper level of tooling and a totally different skill set than general SEO.
Section 4. Symptoms of technical issues. So how do you know if you have these problems? If your in-house team doesn't have the tools for a deep technical audit, you need to watch for these exact red flags. Number 1, your traffic has plateaued or is declining despite your consistent content output. Number 2, your target keywords just aren't breaking onto the first page no matter what you try. Number 3, your site has actually received a Google penalty or manual action. And number 4, your website has been hacked or compromised. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, it's a very clear signal. It is time to stop firefighting daily issues and start fixing the foundational health of your site.
Section 5. The coin ideology approach.
Now let's explore how a specific service provider, Coin Ideology, tackles these hidden problems in practice. They approach this with a highly specific, transparent pricing model. Their technical SEO services start at just $100. According to our source material, their approach focuses heavily on upfront transparency. They base their costs on the site's actual size, its current technical health, and the necessary scope of work. This explicitly avoids those inflated retainers or the vague custom quote runarounds that, let's be honest, are pretty common in this industry.
Here is a quick walkthrough of the timeline and steps of their white hat service process. Step 1 is an initial look at the website to provide that clear, specific price based on your actual site. Step 2 is the technical SEO audit itself, which typically takes a 1 to 2 week turnaround and covers over 100 on-page and technical factors. Step 3 is executing the fixes in a clear, prioritized order based on what is actually holding you back. And Step 4 is providing ongoing technical reporting. It's a steady, structured approach backed by a track record of 72-plus clients, over 100 completed projects, and a 5-star Fiverr rating.
Which brings us to our final takeaway. As we've seen today, the most beautiful website in the world simply will not succeed if the invisible engine underneath it is broken. I hope this explainer has helped demystify the mechanical side of search optimization for you and gives you the structured insight you need to look under the hood of your own digital presence. So, I want to leave you with a provocative question taken straight from the source's call to action. Are you ready to find out what's actually holding your rankings back? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today.